honky-tonk man.
Syracuse,
I'll tell you
New
that.
York,
Superfly
272
will no doubt have his day in court.
You know what, McMahon? I don't think so. I disagree with you on
His
that.
opponent coming.
I mean, Honky Tonk is known to strum that guitar on people. You'd think the Superfly would do his homework.
Yeah.
I think he's too stupid.
Widowmaker, Barry Windham.
The Widowmaker, Barry Windham. Big Texan. Sort of an ornery sort. Stays by himself a lot.
Well, I'll say this, you know, they say they grow them big in Texas, and this is your prime example, because this guy's about 6'6", 6'7", McMahon.
Yep. We had an occasion, as a matter of fact, to pick up some comments pre-recorded a little bit earlier on from the Widowmaker, Barry Windham.
The Widowmaker's in town, and he smells gold. And there's a whole lot of it in the WWF. And I want it all. That includes you, Hulk Hogan.
Setting his sights a little bit high, isn't he?
High? Well, what would you set him for, McMahon? With your great athletic endeavors. I mean, when and if you ever did anything athletic, what kind of goals did you have? Set him low?
Well, no, but you want realistic goals. I mean, these may be realistic, but I don't know that much about the Widowmaker.
You don't think this guy, I mean, just in looking at him right now.
Nice arm drag by DeFalco.
Ooh, look at that right hand.
Knocked him right down.
This guy positively, physically is in Hogan's category.
Widowmaker, Barry Windham. What's he doing here?
Looks like he's setting suplex. Beautiful suplex.
Yes, it was. Nicely executed.
What I'm seeing here not only is a big raw-bone Texan, I'm seeing a Texan who can wrestle.
I'll grant you that. Thus far.
Ooh. But you, of course, think he's wrong to set his sights on Hulk Hogan.
Well, I think that's...
Perhaps maybe you should try to get Danny Davis back into the ring.
No, it's a little ambitious there, I think, for someone who's making a debut. Ooh, look at that.
That's an ambitious right hand right there.
Widowmaker with DeFalco. And has him going all the way back. Wow. Superplex. And the cover. And the 3 count. Pretty impressive victory.
Was an easy victory.
Here is your winner, the Widowmaker, Barry Windham.
Impressive victory for Barry Windham, the Widowmaker.
A tremendous victory. Look at the strength right here, McMahon. That is powerful. To pick up a man the size of DeFalco, superplex him, and knock him out right in the middle of the ring.
All right, stand by, everybody, because we're about ready to present to you the music video from the film No Holds Barred.
Tony Giovanni, I heard this guy was coming to the World Wrestling Federation. I'm anxious to take a look at him.
Well, we're going to take a look at him here in just a second. Becker!
No, not him. I've seen Tom Becker before.
Cheap earrings.
About to be entering the ring area.
Earrings.
I think she's very lovely.
I would agree. There's
And
nothing
weighing
slapped your face a few
75
times.
pounds.
Never.
Here's
the guy I'm talking about.
Widowmaker, Barry Windham.
He's a Widowmaker. The Widowmaker. What on earth, Brain, is a Widowmaker?
You keep pushing me, your wife will know.
Will you stop? Be serious. Now, here's a chance for you to be of some value to the program.
A Widowmaker happens to be the biggest, baddest, toughest bull in the corral.
Toughest bull in the corral.
You figure it out. Well, certainly Barry Windham is a tough hombre or tough bull, and he's getting his chaps off right now. And he's a man I know with a mission here in the World Wrestling Federation. As a matter of fact, let's hear from the Widowmaker, Barry Windham, right now.
Now that the Widowmaker is in town, no championship is safe. No one is safe. Because I want them all. I am a very possessive man. And before I'm through, I'll have them.
I don't think the tag team title's in any jeopardy because he's here, do you?
I don't think so either. What do you think of him, Bobby?
I'm impressed. Sure. Why don't you run right down and see if he'll sign up with the Heenan stable?
You asked me a question, then you slapped me in the face. I'm telling you, you're done. You guys are history.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
You're finished.
The biggest, baddest bull in the corral, you said.
Right in the field. The biggest,
He said the corral.
The biggest, baddest bull of all.
Does that make sense? Did he say corral?
He said corral.
I thought he did.
Stand up.
Me?
Settle down, gentlemen.
You're challenging me? Give me a break, Frank.
Uppercut time from the Widowmaker.
I'm retired.
And a hard slam. Certainly, each Each move, Gorilla executed quite well so far.
He's got that same thing that the Hitman has, that excellence of execution. You put him in the same league as Mr. Perfect.
I think so. The Widowmaker, Barry Windham.
And the Brain obviously upset because he can't get a piece of this guy.
Well, right hand. As Becker finds himself on the top turnbuckle, he may be going for a superplex right here.
It certainly appears that way, although the youngster's legs are on the inside. He nailed it with it anyway. He did it the hard way. Big smile on his face.
Let's get the official word.
Here's your winner, the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker, Barry Windham. And let's take a look around.
Here it comes. He showed us everything here. He plants the youngster right where he wants him. And then goes up second turnbuckle on the inside. Wow. Look at that.
Quite a win.
I was speaking. Do you mind?
Well, right now, we need to go to Dusty Rhodes Americana. Truly one big bad Texan right here, Gorilla Monsoon, the Widowmaker, Barry Windham.
He certainly is. He's got it all. He's got the size, the power, the skill, the ability. What did you think of the American Dream in his favorite room, I would say, Tony?
I don't know. It had a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Hailing from Sweetwater,
Here's a guy that's going to make a lot of waves here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Very confident.
Dangerous individual.
You're right about that. Very dangerous. A lot of, as you said, offensive moves from this man, the Widowmaker. Rugged Ronnie Garvin is the referee going up in this event against Dennis Allen. A man who wants a lot of gold, this man right here. Let's hear from the Widowmaker right now.
The Widowmaker is taking his time and making his rounds. And there's not one little boy out there that's going to be happy when the Widowmaker comes to his town. And lots of ladies are going to be smiling because the Widowmaker takes what he wants.
Nice, soft-spoken sort of individual who would, like to come in your front door and pick up your daughter,
Pick up your daughter, right.
This guy's a nasty, cruel, dangerous, you might even say psychotic individual.
That's very well put. Look at him. One arm scoops the man up and slams him down. Very psychotic, possibly, as he works right away on Dennis Allen. He is nothing but all offense right here. A drop kick.
Notice the youngster tried to turn away from it, didn't quite make it, caught him in the back of the head, but a nice thought.
Now, this man is around 6'6", so it's very hard to get away from one of his drop
Look
kicks.
at this, just like a toy. He's handling him like a toy. He's got that awesome power on that 6'6" frame. Boy, he's really on Rugged Ronnie Garvin's case, and Ronnie, after that reprimand by Prez Jack Tunney, he's sort of got to lay back a little bit, Tony.
I think he's going to lay back, and I think the wrestlers in the World Wrestling Federation realize this, so they may be on Rugged Ronnie Garvin even a little bit more.
I'm sure we're going to see that in the weeks and months to come.
That was a great belly-to-back suplex also for the Widowmaker, and now hooking young Dennis Allen.
Oh, deep trouble coming up here.
This truly, as he nails him with the right hand, truly is one of the most awesome moves in the World Wrestling Federation. It's called the Superplex, and here it comes. Oh.
Look at the elevation.
Goodbye, Dennis Allen. The Widowmaker is a real man. Let's go to the official word.
Here's your winner, the Widowmaker.
And he's going right after Rugged Ronnie Garvin. Look
Right in the kisser. Look at that. The word is out. You don't have to worry about any roundhouse rights from Rugged Ronnie Garvin anymore. Just a question of how much will Rugged Ronnie Garvin let you get away with it. Let's go back and take a look. Look at this setup job here. Ran halfway across the ring with him. Delivered that reverse atomic drop. Look at this suplex. Awesome. Sets him up on the top turnbuckle and whammo. Just like that. Making history here in the WWF.
The sky could be the limit for the Widowmaker, but right now, let's go to the event center.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. In the ring to my left, from Piscataway, New Jersey.
Jesse, I'm surprised you have not had a comment on the Dusty Rhodes Big Boss Man situation.
Not much for me to say about it. I have to agree with the Boss Man. I think Rhodes has stuff that doesn't belong to him, and that makes him a thief. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting situation. That's all I can say.
I wouldn't want the Boss Man that irate at me, McMahon.
I don't think I would either. As we take a look at the Widowmaker.
And what a specimen of an athlete you got here.
Indeed.
About 6'7", 6'8" tall, well-built, and can wrestle. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Widowmaker. Nice takedown on Chappelle.
Look at how smooth he is in the ring, McMahon. Yeah. This guy knows his way in and out of that ring.
Matter of fact, we had an occasion a little bit earlier on before the broadcast this week to pick up some comments from the Widowmaker. He is looking forward to competition, to say the least.
I've been around here for quite some time now, and everyone is finding out that I'm a very impatient man, because I am here for one reason. And everyone out there is going to find out what that reason is, because when I want something, I get it my way.
You can almost believe him, huh?
He gets right to the point, don't he?
Sure does.
What is that one reason, McMahon?
I guess we're going to find out in time. Widowmaker with Jim Chappelle.
He's had it all his way so far. Wow, beautiful looking elbow right there. Danny Davis questioning whether it was on the throat or not.
And looks like right here, Chappelle goes up to the turnbuckle.
Takes a great right hand.
Going up there with him is the Widowmaker. And from the top, he takes him all the way down.
Big superplex.
And the 3 count. No contest for the Widowmaker.
He made that easy, didn't he?
Here's your winner, the Widowmaker.
He made that look so easy, McMahon. There you see the Widowmaker firing Chappelle and catching him with a big elbow right there. Up with a power superplex off the rope. Big, easy win for the Widowmaker.
I think we'll be seeing quite a bit of the Widowmaker in weeks to come.
This contest is scheduled
Here's
for
a look at a tremendous athlete stepping into the ring.
From South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 226 pounds, Gary Wolfe.
Gary Wolfe, you're talking about?
His opponent,
I don't know too much about Gary Wolfe, actually.
Texas, weighing 267 pounds, the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker is going to be a force to reckon with. We spoke to him sometime before the broadcast.
The Widowmaker detours for no man, and I have a few very, very simple goals in mind, because the Widowmaker always gets what he wants.
Confident son of a gun, huh?
Hey, when you're as big as him, McMahon,
Look
you
at
can
that.
be real confident.
What a vicious maneuver on the part of the Widowmaker.
He's not only good, he's mean. I like that. What a beautiful power body slam right there. Hasn't even taken his vest off yet. What is this guy, 6'7", 6'8"?
Yeah, I don't know. He's very, very large.
And he's agile in the ring. I mean, he moves like he's about 5'11", 210 pounds. And he's 6'7". What does it say there, 270?
Big man. And what an accomplished wrestler. He has not only size on his side, but perhaps more wrestling technique than many gifted athletes in the WWF.
You know, this guy is somebody, if Hulk Hogan's not watching, he better start.
I'm sure he's watching.
Because he's got moves that he does that I don't think Hogan, even a man like Hogan, has faced in the ring yet.
Gary Wolfe having his problem. He has mounted no offense at all, Mr. Wolfe. Now he's starting to. And I would think against an accomplished wrestler like the Widowmaker, you'd want to at least stay on him as much as you possibly could.
Yeah, and, you know, coming from an expert who's been in the ring like you, McMahon, I'm sure he'll heed your advice.
Pardon? What would you do, okay?
Well, what I do with the Widowmaker, go straight to the eyes.
Anyone who is anything in the World Wrestling Federation will be on their way to the Cumberland County Civic Center in Portland, Maine on Wednesday night, August 30th. Such stars as the Rockers, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Demolition will be there. Also, you'll see Ravishing Rick Rude, the Ultimate Warrior. It's a who's who in Portland, Maine, the WWF. Wednesday, August 30th at the Cumberland County Civic Center. Widowmaker.
Oh, if he hooks this, it's over. He's got it cinched.
Jerry Wolfe doesn't even realize. Whoa. And it is over. Yes, the Widowmaker. Here is your winner, the Widowmaker. Go back and take another look here.
There you see the Widowmaker coming off. Wham! A beautiful forearm elbow right to the jaw. Probably could have got the pin there. And the superplex right there from a man that size. Unbelievable by the Widowmaker. Let's go now to the WWF Event Center.
The Widowmaker making his way to the ring. A gigantic Texan.
Here is the Widowmaker.
Mark my words, Tony Schiavone, just a question of time until there's some gold around the waist of this youngster.
Dennis Bertroch.
We're not referring to Dennis either.
Not at all. And the Widowmaker, a man who has set his goals high, which is the right thing to do in the World Wrestling Federation. He's confident in his ability, and well, he should be. Here are some pre-recorded comments from the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker is unerring in his ways. And every opponent that I face gets to lose or fall. Because I'm the man that says exactly what he's going to do. And I always get exactly what I want.
Kind of sounds like the $1 Million Man, didn't he?
Yeah, very much so. But it's right to come into the World Wrestling Federation and have that much confidence. You got to have it in the ring, and I know you would agree.
Absolutely, and there's just a very fine line between arrogance and confidence.
Well, there you go. Great side suplex that time.
This guy does everything with devastation. Look at this. Oh!
Well, he is going for the superplex apparently already, because this man, Bertroch, is no competition for him at all. We've seen a side suplex.
No offense whatsoever. Oh, the opposition, and holy Moses, I'm glad I retired.
The Widowmaker is awesome, and a great win for him.
Here is your winner, the Widowmaker.
Didn't even break a sweat. Huh. Here it comes. Look at this gigantic slam. Just drove him down into the canvas. And agility for the big guy. It's all there. The complete package. He's got it. Ah. Excuse me.
Now look at this.
He's going to need help, and a lot of it, Tony.
And you can better believe some more opponents will be needing some help getting out of the ring before the Widowmaker's finished. Here's a treat for all our fans, though, Gorilla. Let's hear from Jake the Snake Roberts.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think it's going from the frying pan into the fire, McMahon. The Warrior may have gotten by Rick Rude underhandedly, recaptured the Intercontinental title, but look at who he's facing in the Heenan family now. The biggest and the baddest of them all is waiting for him, and I saw what Andre did to him a couple weeks back.
Indeed. Standing by right now with comments I would suspect in regards to the Widowmaker, here now is the Genius.
The Genius knows the Widowmaker leaves a deadly trail. He excites a morbid section of my brain. The skin beneath my cap and gown is covered up with goosebumps when I see him in the ring inflicting pain.
Widowmaker wants to start things out. No, he doesn't either.
Outstanding World Wrestling Federation action coming to the Centrum in Worcester, Massachusetts on the date of Monday night, September 25th. Great matches. Mr. Perfect will be there. You'll also see Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And, of course, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, will have sensational Sherry in his corner, meeting Brutus the Barber Beefcake with Miss Elizabeth in his corner at the Centrum in Worcester on Monday night, September 25th.
Well, I'll tell you what I've noticed about the Widowmaker. For a man his size, I mean, this guy's about 6'7"?
Yes.
He does moves that guys 6 feet tall can't even do. That's the key to this guy. He moves like he's 6 feet, about 200 pounds.
And possesses extraordinary wrestling knowledge as far as technique is concerned.
That's what I just said.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I beg your pardon. Apparently I wasn't paying attention.
Which is normal, I guess.
Only to you, Jess. Spicolli runs into the drop kick. And a Widowmaker.
He is pleased with himself, isn't he?
Yes, I guess maybe he has reason to be. What's this now? Whoa.
Wow, what a shot. Big right hand there to soften him up, and you know what's coming here, McMahon, if he hooks this.
Indeed, here we go from the top rope. Superplex. And the 1, 2, and a 3.
What an easy victory. So easy.
Well, they all won't be that easy for the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker. Let's go back to the replay. Here you see a classic suplex move right here. Wham! Drives Spicolli into the mat, and there's the Widowmaker with the superplex off the top rope. Hooks the leg and gets the win.
Yeah. Oh, standing by all the way from Mudlick, Kentucky, Hillbilly Jim.
Contest is scheduled for
I am really looking forward to this match, Lord Alfred Hayes, as we're going to see this big man from Texas. And he is a big man, the Widowmaker, going up against Tim Horner. Now, one would say that Tim Horner and the Widowmaker are different because Horner's quick and the Widowmaker is strong. But I beg to differ, the Widowmaker is quick also.
He is indeed, and he's a relentless type wrestler who keeps coming at you. He has a lot of personal skills that are very, very good in the wrestling world. He uses them to a very, very great advantage. But Horner is a great wrestler and definitely not prepared for that. It just goes to show you have to be aware at all times. Once you get into that ring, you've got to be aware of where you are, what you're doing.
Collared elbow tie-up. There you go. There's the quickness of the Widowmaker, showing his versatility right there. Strong, powerful, as you said, Alfred, relentless, and a great deep arm drag that time.
That was a really well-executed arm drag. If you can look at the Widowmaker and envisage this fellow being 6 feet 7 inches tall, very, very quick, very powerful, you can see what an adversary is. But, oh, my word! And what I would say, that's Horner finished, right there and then.
Tim Horner is really hurt. He dropped right on his head that time. And the Widowmaker just picks him up to knock him down once again.
And he's only humiliating him now. His man is completely stunned, right out of it. But the Widowmaker's not going to finish him off that easy. He's not completely stunned.
Tim Horner! Second tremendous drop kick. And Horner going right after the Widowmaker again, right on the arm. Side headlock now. Sending Horner, here he goes, into the near side ropes. Horner got the best of him with that shoulder tackle. Tim Horner still in motion again. That time the Widowmaker did not move, but Horner really adapted that time, didn't he? Here he comes again.
Great improvisation there by Horner, who the first time... Oh, what a move there by the Widowmaker. Oh, a most resourceful wrestler.
That was basically one arm that he scooped him up with, flipped him over, and slammed him down. Incredible.
Yes, he did, and he brought a knee into his back at the identical time that he slammed him. Two devastating moves, both in one there by the Widowmaker, and miraculously enough, Horner is back on his feet. Well, honestly, that is just youth. That is having youth and the recuperative powers that youth brings with it.
Picking up the Widowmaker, hooking the leg, or picking up Horner, that is. The Widowmaker hooks the leg, sends him down. He's very deliberate. He loves to slow the pace down, but it is apparent.
Hey, Mom, I love you.
It's I'm sure maybe his mom does, but I would think that's the only one.
I don't know. Yes,
but
well, somebody better love him.
Anyway, a right hand to the face. It's apparent he likes to slow things down, but it's also apparent that when the pace picks up, that he can readily adapt.
Yes, but he's against a very gritty youngster here, Horner, a very talented, gritty youngster. He's got a lot of courage, and he does have energy in excess, and he's got skills to match those two abilities. And I'm sure that if he gets a chance, he'll put them all together. But at the moment, of course, the Widowmaker, as we said, he's relentless. He's not giving Horner a chance.
Side suplex, sending Horner down. The Widowmaker very slowly back to his feet. That confident look remains on the face. And that big frame gets on crank for a big elbow. Nicely done for the Widowmaker. He's up again. He's not ready as of yet. Well, I guess he wants to put the superplex on to end this match, and it's all a matter of when he's going to do it, because apparently he has Horner at his mercy right now. Here we go.
It certainly looks that way, Tony. A power slam there, beautifully timed, executed so well. And if you notice that elbow drop that he released on Horner just a little while ago was right on the heart. He's picking his spots, and he's getting the utmost effect from them.
With a big slam. Sending Horner into the midsection.
He's concentrating on heart, too. That was a punch right to the heart there. But in any case, Horner's got plenty of heart. What a great youngster he is.
Tim Horner will not give up. He has gone right after the Widowmaker. The fans counting along with Tim Horner's right hands. The Widowmaker has him, though. One too many counts there. Horner, big clothesline.
Oh, what a nice maneuver that was by Horner. A perfect block to that reverse atomic drop. Tony, what did you say to that?
I tell you, that was so from out in left field that it really took me by surprise.
Well, the Widowmaker, he didn't put it off the first time, but this time he was determined to put it off, and he saw something we didn't see because he was able to accomplish that. As we said, relentless in everything he does.
And Alfred, once again, staying with his game plan. He did not let a tremendous clothesline really detract from what he had planned for Tim Horner. And it's apparent what that is right now. That is a superplex because he has the youngster up. He looks out to the fans here in Springfield, Massachusetts, grabs by both sides of the head, and here we go. And he's on him. Once the superplex is on, it's no more for his opponents. Let's get the official word.
Here is your winner, the Widowmaker.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
That was impressive. You took the words right out of my mouth there, Tony. I was tremendously impressed. Look at the height he gets with his superplex. Comes right over, perfect balance, and nobody would ever be able to get up from that. A very, very devastating victory for that man there. The Widowmaker, victorious again.
Does he have a license? Does the man have
Widowmaker.
Scheduled for one fall.
Big and mean and determined, the Widowmaker making his way to the ring. And he's made quite a mark, quite a pop across the World Wrestling Federation so far.
Boy, he certainly has. The most dangerous individual, got that awesome size and power. The experience, you put all that together, and you're talking about trouble.
The Widowmaker taking his time with his chaps, that leather vest of his. Very deliberate, very confident, and you know, that is quite a mark for the Widowmaker to be that confident early on here in his matches in the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, he knows that here in the World Wrestling Federation you'll find the toughest competition in the world. That's why he's here. That's why he wants to make his mark, and he's doing just that, Tony. Every week he comes out here and literally annihilates somebody.
Big right hand to the face.
This week, of course, it has to be Butch Mayo happens to be the recipient.
Butch Mayo with a couple of slams and a big uppercut that time. Very confident man. You can see it in the ring, and you can hear by the way he talks. Let's hear from him right now.
Everyone is finding out that the Widowmaker is a very special person with supreme confidence. But the #1 goal has yet to be obtained. And guess what that is? That's you, Mr. Alfred.
Well, you know, Tony, it's not bragging when you can get out there and do it in my book. And when you can do it like this youngster does it, believe me, it's not bragging.
And he's not bragging, Gorilla, you're right. He's very confident. Everything he does, every blow, every kick is well executed, right on target. And he is really going right after Butch Mayo, and that is needless to say. There's a reversal of atomic drop. The Widowmaker, the fans are after him, and he seems to love it. He loves the fans to get on him.
Big smile on his face.
Grabbing the hair.
Isn't any smile on Mayo's face, is there?
Look at that.
Tossing him around like a rag doll out there.
He's mine now. He says, he's mine now. I think we knew that from the opening bell.
Unfortunately, we did. Could have put away Mayo a long time ago. Chose to dish out some punishment here. Uh-oh. Setting him up here for the coup de grace.
Whoa.
Big right hand right on the side of the kisser.
It was right on target.
Superplex coming up.
It's a long way down for that big man with a gigantic
Cincinnati for the Widowmaker, making his way to the ring. He's big and he's mean, Lord Alfred.
Yes, he's very confident too. He has a very icy heart, this man. But he's capable of great execution.
Sweetwater, Texas.
And I think that's the key. There's a lot of big, mean men in the World Wrestling Federation. But as far as execution goes, he's the best.
Really, absolutely. This man can fasten the tempo if he wishes to, slow it down if he wishes to. Watch this man for complete control. He is a lesson in how to control your opponent.
And right now, early part of the match, he is taking control, so to speak, being very deliberate. He's working at his own pace here. And Reno Riggins in the background there can only just wait to find out what happens.
Yes. And he's probably quaking a little bit, although he looks confident on the outside. He's a fine athlete, Riggins. He moves nicely in the ring.
The tie-up, they go back to a neutral corner, and Regan wants the man to back off. I don't know if we're going to get this or not. Oh, we get one. A clean break.
Not really.
From the Widowmaker.
There was a little mental ploy there to get a psychological advantage.
Good hit toss. Showing his strength that time, the Widowmaker, sending Riggins over right up to the corner.
And that was tremendous power and strength exhibited there by the Widowmaker. Riggins now thinking this one out.
And now the Widowmaker circling Riggins. Certainly Riggins giving away a lot of height here. There's a blow to the midsection. Big pickup showing his power. Nice move by Riggins underneath. But now the Widowmaker holding on. Missing the clothesline. Oh, down goes the Widowmaker. And over the top. The action fast and furious as the Widowmaker nails it. We have some pre-recorded comments. Let's hear right now from the Widowmaker.
Whenever you see the Widowmaker, you are witnessing pure perfection. Because in my element, I control every situation. From Hulk Hogan, there's not one thing you can do about it.
Well, Alfred, some threatening words from the Widowmaker directed to Hulk Hogan, and you were right. You were talking about control of the situation. That's exactly what he was talking about.
That is the key to his success. He is a tall man, and you very seldom see tall men able to use all that leverage and have all that control. He does it very successfully indeed.
Tremendous vertical suplex. You can hear the fans. And the amazement of the strength, the power, and the agility of the Widowmaker. Now picking up Reno Riggins with one arm. I thought maybe it would be the superplex, but no, it's going to be the reverse atomic drop.
And Tony, look at this for an example of how he switches that pace. A little while ago it was at a blistering speed. Now he slows it down. Later on he may pick it up again. He always has that control that baffles his opponent.
Reno Riggins now finds himself on top thanks to the Widowmaker, who picks him up looking out of the fans. Here at the Riverfront Coliseum. Here we go. Oh, tremendous superplex. No question. It was all Widowmaker from the opening bell.
Here is your winner, the Widowmaker.
I'd like to see how he did that, because that was perfect in his execution, which we talked about in the beginning. There was a nice delayed suplex, and now watch this, the reverse atomic drop. And later he goes with this fantastic suplex a long, long way down, and a most impressive victory for the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker, another tremendous win here on Prime Time. But right now, let's go back to Gorilla Monsoon.
Giving Minnesota money at $230 pounds. Here it is, one, Bianchi.
Obviously, Tony has bought and paid for Zeus, and they don't care about anything except maiming Hulk Hogan. They don't care about Survivor Series. They don't care about waiting for any opportunity. They're going to jump in whenever they can and try to put this guy out of commission once and for all.
The confrontation is there during the Survivor Series between the Hulkamaniacs and the $1 Million Team. What a confrontation that is going to be during the Thanksgiving night tradition. The Widowmaker prepare to do battle, and we have some pre-recorded comments from the Widowmaker.
You are looking at the Supreme Survivor. Along with the rest of the King's Court, Macho King Savage, Dino Bravo, and Greg Valentine, we will survive in the Survivor Series.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's quite a team, there is no doubt, with the Macho King, Brad Randy Savage, Greg Valentine, Dino Bravo, and the Widowmaker, but across the way from them, the 4x4s.
4x4s indeed with Captain Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, Rugged Ronnie Garvin, Hercules, and the Hitman. But a lot of guys are underestimating this guy we're looking at right now, Tony Schiavone. This Widowmaker is a very large, powerful, dangerous, very sadistic person.
He is a person who has come into the World Wrestling Federation and made quite a name for himself in a short period of time. I don't think there's any question about that.
Look at this. Gut Wrench City. Oh, look at the elevation on that move. This guy's what, 6'6", 6'7"?
He is very deliberate.
Very well put together. Has an arsenal of holds that will put anyone out of commission. Wow, this is just a rake into the eyes across that top rope. I don't know, to me, I never liked that move, Tony, when anybody did it.
Well, it's a move to show who's the boss.
Yeah. Another suplex, vertical kind. And once again, a long way down. He could have put this youngster away 2 or 3 minutes ago, Tony, no question.
With the gut wrench.
Yeah, no question in my mind. But as I said earlier on, very sadistic type individual.
Well-placed right hand also, the fist right to the side of the head. He got a warning now from the referee, but he's paying no heed to that. Outside, right to the floor. Now, what was that for?
General principles.
We talked about that the gut wrench could have ended the match for the Widowmaker, but he sent Bianchi to the outside and slowly trying to get back in. I don't know if I'd want to get back in or not. Widowmaker is all business here. Watch out. Oh, a drop kick. You talking about a man getting up that high and he is 6'7"?
Agility personified. That's youth you're looking at, Tony Schiavone.
There you go.
Look at this. Setting him up now. Going to place him up on that top turnbuckle. Well, you know what's coming now. He's done everything but hit this guy with the kitchen sink. It's been a clinic for suplexes, and the coup de grace coming right now. Look at that. Turn the lights out.
With the superplex. Nothing but the Widowmaker.
Here's your winner, the Widowmaker.
You were right about that suplex clinic.
Let's go back and take a look at what went down earlier on. Here's just a few of them. Great execution here by the Widowmaker. Fortunately for everyone involved, the competition in Survivor Series will be a lot tougher.
A tremendous win, the Widowmaker, and I know he's going to be a factor during the Survivor Series. Fans, we want to remind you the No Holds Barred video cassette is now available at video stores everywhere.
It certainly is. Get out there and get it.
Let's go back up the ringside.
One of the biggest and baddest in the World Wrestling Federation, Lord Alfred Hayes.
In the ring to
the Widowmaker, the big man from Texas.
He is a big man indeed. A very, very impressive man who's impressed everybody who's come against him.
Opponent from Sweetwater, Texas.
From Sweetwater, Texas, as you hear the announcement. Not only that big and bad, but here's a man who has been chosen to be part of King's Court during the Survivor Series. The Widowmaker to go up against Jim McPherson, but here's some pre-recorded comments from the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker, along with the world's strongest man, Dino Bravo, the Hammer Valentine, and the Macho King, Randy Savage, will dominate in the Survivor Series because the King's Court is going to take it all the way to the top.
Pretty good team, I would say, wouldn't you?
I'd say an excellent team. If you watch the Widowmaker carefully, he looks almost casual in his approach. But don't let that fool you for one moment. He is absolutely all business, power, and precision inside the ring.
And a big hip toss sending McPherson down. Certainly much larger than Jim McPherson. And together with the Macho King, Dino Bravo, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, it's going to be quite a confrontation when they go up against the 4x4s in the Survivor Series. And don't forget that 4-on-4 confrontation here in the Survivor Series means if you're pinned, if you get disqualified, or if you submit, then you got to go to the dressing room. You could have a 4-on-1 before it's all over.
That's absolutely possible. And looking at the Widowmaker, you would believe that he could take on 4 men anyway.
Picks up McPherson after assaulting McPherson into the corner. Handling McPherson easily. And now with the reverse atomic drop. Nicely done.
McPherson, a big man at 6 feet 3 inches. Very heavily built man. And yet look at the size of him against the Widowmaker. Widowmaker, 6'8", 6'9", tremendously powerful wrestler.
Seemingly at will, taking charge of McPherson with a gigantic vertical suplex.
And using every inch of that height to get maximum effect against Johnson. I would say that Valentine Bravo and the Macho King are watching him right now.
Pulling now right on the face. I think so. Not only that, Hacksaw Jim Duggan's team's watching him also.
And not exactly with the same thoughts in mind.
No, not at all. Right hand. Why, really nailed him that time. Sent McPherson down and set him down in such a way that he even bounced back up off of the mat. For goodness sakes.
But he has a contemptuous grin on his face all the time. He knows when he's in command. He's handling this man like a baby.
After McPherson once again. Picking up McPherson, and this may be the beginning of the end. Yes, it looks like the superplex. One more right hand. McPherson appears to be out, even though he's in a sitting position, as the Widowmaker looks out to the fans. And goes down with a gigantic superplex over the top. And yes, the Widowmaker.
Here is your winner, the Widowmaker.
Tony, there was never any question of doubt about the result of this match. The Widowmaker controlled it all the way through, and I'm sure King's Court colleagues were all watching this tremendous performance by the Widowmaker.
And now back to Bobby the Brain Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon, and Rowdy Roddy Piper in the Primetime Studios.
Obviously destined to be a dominating force here in the World Wrestling Federation, Widowmaker.
Well, there is no question that Mr. Perfect, a very talented man, but for the Hawkster, a lot of questions need to be answered in the ring between those two.
Absolutely. We've seen Perfect week after week do all those, well, very nice things and does them very perfectly, but he's not the champion. He hasn't proven inside the ring what he can do with a guy like the Hawkster.
That's right. Speaking of a man who knows how to prove himself, the Widowmaker certainly has done that here in the World Wrestling Federation, and he's a part of King's Court during the Survivor Series. And what a team that is.
Certainly is. The Macho King, Randy Savage, of course, the champion. The Hammer joining forces with Dino Bravo and the Widowmaker. In the opposition, the 4x4s. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the captain. Rugged Ronnie Garvin, Hercules, and the Hitman, all team members.
As the Widowmaker prepares to do battle against Mark Regan, we have some pre-recorded comments from the Big Texan. Let's hear from the Widowmaker.
The King's Court is going to be victorious in the Survivor Series. With Macho King Randy Savage, the world's strongest man Dino Bravo, the Hammer Valentine, and the Widowmaker. We are going to win our way.
Certainly doesn't lack any confidence, does he?
And wonder what he means by our way.
That's the knockdown, drag out, win if you can, lose if you must, Jesse the Body Ventura, but always cheat rule.
Okay, Gorilla. Into the ropes. Into the other side. Look at that drop kick.
Big guy really got up in the air.
How about that? The Widowmaker showing a lot of agility. Great timing also. What an athlete.
Suplex coming up.
You're right, Gorilla. You saw that one in a big vertical suplex. He is all over Regan.
You know, when he gets you up there, he's about 6'7", 6'8". When you're upside down and suspended up there, it's a long way down.
Right on the head he goes. I think the Widowmaker is a real prize for the Macho King and the King's Court team. What a selection that was, and he may make a difference in that confrontation against the 4x4s.
He certainly will, because he hasn't been tested, really.
That's right.
And it's going to be interesting to see. Look out.
One of the better moves in the WWF has to be his superplex.